So welcome everybody to a review of a new Eureka release, and that is Yes Madame from 1985. This stars Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Rothrock, and it's directed by Corey Yen, who also did Righting Wrongs, which he talked about a couple of days ago. This clocks in at 93 minutes long, and like Righting Wrongs, it is a Hong Kong action film. And Michelle Yeoh has been in a great number of films that I've seen. I've seen her in 16 films now in total, with this film included. Such films as like the Police Story 3 Super Cop with Jackie Chan, Tomorrow Never Dies, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. But she's also well known for action roles in the likes of Sunshine, Kung Fu Panda 2, and obviously, but then she's also been in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Shang-Chi, and this year alone she was in Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was also a really rather superb film. So really enjoyed her films, and it's always a treat to see her in earlier roles, especially this, which was her first leading action role. This also stars Cynthia Rothrock, who was in Righting Wrongs, but unfortunately this and that film are the only two films I've seen from her, so hopefully I'll get more into her filmography in the future. But yeah, this is about Aspirin and Strepsil, who are two petty thieves who inadvertently become involved in a murder case when they steal items belonging to a murdered man. The man had hidden an important microfilm in his passport, which the thieves have passed on to a forger friend called Panadol. Inspector Eng is assigned to the case along with Inspector Morris from Scotland Yard. The investigation leads the cops to the bumbling crooks, and soon they are on triad leader Tin's tail. Who will stop at nothing to get the incriminating film back, and with his hitman and bodyguard at his side, they prove too much for the inspectors to catch using legal means, and in frustration they give up their badges and go after Tin alone. So kind of similar to Righting Wrongs in the fact that there's a person involved in the law in some way. These are obviously police inspectors, but in Righting Wrongs it's a lawyer, and they eventually get to the point where they can't use the law to catch the criminals, so they go outside of the law and basically on a vigilante mission. So despite this action film not being quite as good as the later collaboration between Cynthia Rothrock and director Corey Yuen, which is in the form of Righting Wrongs, this is still a highly grossing effort that was also a landmark for women in action films, as these were the first two women to lead an action film, not just in terms of the plot, story, whatever, but also in terms of stunts and the action scenes that they are physically taking part in. They're not, cut out with, stunt performers or anything like that. They are their own stunt performers, and this is in the best way possible in terms of representing women in action films, as they aren't, they aren't, objectified or anything like that. They are just action stars in the best way possible. And Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Rothrock are both incredible. The stunts are extremely well done. The action scenes are suitably tense and violent. It is well paced, balances the humour with its darker moments pretty much rather well. Although, I guess some people might be off put by the humour of the three bumbling crooks, because it could potentially get a little bit wearing at times. And it did slightly get to that towards the end, but then their character arcs built up to a point where they ended up not being bumbling and being more effective, and I think there was a decent payoff with those characters. And it has a decent score as well. It is well shot, especially when it comes to the cinematography of the choreography of the action scenes, and the production overall is solid. So this is another sensational Hong Kong action film that Eureka have released, and although obviously Righting Wrongs was an 88 films release, it is nice to have another earlier, Hong Kong action film, especially one starring Michelle Yeoh. So highly recommend this. It comes with a single disc, so no DVD or anything like that, but that is fine. Whole host of extras on this, including the likes of a theatrical cut in terms of the film itself, plus an export cut with the original classic English mono. Then you've got audio commentaries, brand new feature-length audio commentary by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arne Verneme. You got brand new select scene commentary with actress and martial arts icon Cynthia Rothrock, so they've actually got one of the people involved in the film involved in this. You got brand new interview with Cynthia Rothrock, and brand new interview with actor and action star Man Kwai, an archival interview with Michelle Yeoh, and also an archival featurette called Battling Babes, as this was part of the old Girls with Guns series that the production company came up with. They'd follow this up with Royal Warriors, which also starred Michelle Yeoh, and then it ended up becoming the In the Line of Duty series. And in fact, they've also, Eureka have just announced that there's two follow-ups to Royal Warriors are coming out as well, In the Line of Duty 3 and 4. First of which stars Cynthia Khan, and the second of those stars Donnie Yen. So yeah, really looking forward to those. And then you get a nice little booklet with it as well. Same kind of artwork as the disc, but then you got the original artwork poster on the back. And yeah, you've got the cast write-ups, the people that are involved in the production of the film itself. Then you've got more bits from the film in terms of posters. Then you got Fighting Like a Girl, Mangling Misogyny in Yes Madam by James Oliver, which sounds like the kind of thing I've been talking about in the terms of like Cynthia Rothrock not really being given the Hollywood start that she deserved, given that she was a woman, and therefore, you know, Hollywood was quite misogynistic at the time. And then you got view notes, Blu-ray credits, and footnotes. Yeah, basically footnotes about people involved. So yeah, overall a really great release. Highly recommend it, especially if you've enjoyed other, you know, Hong Kong action films, you know, from the 80s or the early 90s, because yeah, this is a prime example. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of this In the Line of Duty series, as it was eventually called. So yeah, if you've seen this, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, but if you haven't, then I do highly recommend at least seeing it. And then, you know, if you enjoy it enough, then it's well worth buying, because the 2K scan of this is really rather nice looking. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.